Hey, did something right.
Oh, I get a countdown.
I don't know what I was doing, but I guess it's working now.
Yeah, fantastic. So are we live?
Yes.
Nice.
Hey, welcome into the future. We're doing this live on Facebook too, for those listening after the fact. But my name is Lauren Richmond, and welcome for our listeners, and then welcome. I have a guest today, Steve Ringelspa. So welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be here. Love what you guys are doing. Love talking future Christians and um, all that entails.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, let me see. Let me find. I have some bio information. Steve and his beautiful wife, Katie, have always had a passion for helping kids after serving and leading in youth ministry for all of his adult life. I don't know. We might talk about that some, Steve. Um, he realized that he was never going to have an impact
Uh,
on an entire generation of kids by himself, so from there, he began to dream about building a network of churches and individuals who could put aside differences to work together for the benefit of others. Steve and Katie have two beautiful babies, Judah and Zoe. So the joke is, I was laughing about. Steve and I are both youth ministry majors from Bible college.
Woohoo!
Yeah, shout out.
Represent.
Yeah, Steve, I don't know.
Yes,
We're
I
already
had a comment of most of my adult life, and I was
getting.
like, "What is my adult life? That's adulting. What is that?"
I'm already getting off track here, Steve, but when I was in Bible college, it was kind of like youth ministry majors were kind of looked down on as like not real ministry people. Like the pastoral majors were like well, it was like the missionary majors were like the true saints. Pastoral ministry
Or
majors,
theology majors.
yeah. See, I didn't have a theology major at my Bible college, but
Okay.
it was
Yep.
definitely a hierarchical uh, thing. Well, tell our
Yeah, it
listeners.
definitely was. The youth pastors were more the irresponsible, fun-loving, like we'll
Right.
let you look after the kids, and even on staff, sometimes there's that kind of like I know some staffs are like, okay, you're not a pastor, you're just a director of
Hmm.
youth or something like that. There's this weird hierarchy where, I mean, when I look at youth ministry and being in youth ministry over a decade. My goodness, you have these young people who have just such good soil and
Right.
openness to talk about what really matters. And I'm like, if you're gonna catch anybody, catch them at this age. Like,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
Well, what else would you like our listeners to know about you?
Oh shoot, youth ministry, and I guess I can get into my. So conservative Christian household. Great.
Mhm.
Love my mom, my dad. My dad got sick with cancer when I was 9 years old. He passed away,
Wow.
and there was a huge within my testimony. Like losing my dad was, the fun one, and he was kind of this perfect Christian guy,
Mm,
and kind of like losing him. Um, was really devastating, but it really opened me up to families in the church that
mhm.
took particular interest, my youth pastors, my small group leaders. So God really provided for me in that sense to where He really did provide a father for the fatherless.
Right.
Um, and that community wrapping around me and caring and what can we do to help, friendship, mentorship. I
Mhm.
really feel like God took care of me in the midst of that, and that led me into Bible school.
Yeah.
And I loved hanging out with kids and young people, and I loved their imagination. And I thought about doing counseling. I was like, I kind of want to. I want to be a part of their whole life. I don't just want parents saying my kid's broken. Here, can you fix him?
Yeah.
I want to be a
Yeah.
part of more of
Yeah.
a holistic picture of youth growing up and knowing and loving God. And honestly, even with of my physical father, God became more real to me
Mm.
in kind of like a difficult blessing kind of way to where I took him as my father very seriously. My kids to know that too.
Yeah.
And so just taking my story from working within the church, I loved youth ministry. I loved ministering to kids. I loved our youth groups, whatever we were doing. I loved the impact, but there was something kind of like nagging in the back of my head of serving our group. And if you are bold enough to come into our youth room, then
Yeah.
you're going to be loved.
Yeah.
But the, but I did. I mean, out and say hi to kids on the street, like that's super.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, I might have lost you. Steve, you still there?